Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Factorio. In this one, what we are going to be doing for the start is disassembling everything that we've got over here, because this is no longer needed due to our new potion area over at the other side. And yeah, I believe that's all we need to do, because I believe that is all that there is to do, if that makes sense. And then what I'm going to crack on after that and do is just a few other little tedious jobs that we might need to get set up. There's quite a bit that I want to just go through this episode as well, while expanding the other base over in this area. But yeah, in the last episode we did take down that enemy base around about here, I believe it was. And yeah, it was kind of hard work, and I really don't know why it took that long. So, well, in the end, the tactic when I changed it seemed okay. So I think I was just doing it wrong from the start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle this whole setup, and then we're going to look into some better ways to do things, because I want to bring down all the iron, build a big smeltery for the new stuff, expand all the walls, and I want to do as much as I can of that in today's episode. So I'll dismantle all this old setup, and then I'll catch you in a moment. Where am I stood? I'm stood in the middle of the clear space that I've just made. Isn't that nice now? Yeah, I've done a lot of clearing up around the area, and I've narrowed things down of collective resources down to these two chests, and this is where we'll go currently collect things. Okay, didn't mean to do that whatsoever. I guess I'll sort that out in a moment, but yeah, we're kind of just collecting up things in these chests, and yeah, the way that we want to run this entire thing. I'm putting a few old resources in here as well, things that won't be used for a while, like, well, won't be used again. These won't be used again, so they're just going to sit around in those chests for forever, essentially. That's what we're going to be doing. And as for the labs, I'll just leave those for now. So yeah, I've been quite busy doing that. And if we take a look at our power usage, you'll hopefully see that we've improved on that. I don't know if it can be seen, but we're now just using the laser turrets as the maximum power consumption, and everything else is quite low down. So yeah, that's our power usage for you right there, and it drops down and then back up, which are the green ones, these pump jacks, and that's because they do it in cycles. I believe they pump the oil in cycles. But there is a few things that we need to get onto in today's episode, and that's going to mean that we are going to be hopefully bringing oil into the system that we have created over down here, because I want to build some awesome array of things, which is going to involve not the trains, but we do want to get into the trains soon, but just not as yet, because we need to be able to get lubricant and different kind of things ready and going, which is exactly what we are wanting to achieve here, if that makes sense. And what we want is these construction robots, so that we can get tiny little robots to build things for us, which I think would be a very good idea indeed. I should make myself some more axes in case that ever runs out. I didn't know you could use this machine gun with these piercing rounds magazines, and it's kind of protected unless you see an enemy. So I'm yet to try it out because there's been no enemies, but we'll have to keep posted on that. Also, all of this ammunition is going to just go into this chest eventually when we replace all these with the laser turrets and things like that. But if we take a look at the batteries, we're getting batteries quite fast now. I've topped up that chest with all the iron and things, and yeah, I'd say that things are running quite well. I've took away all the valuable tracks that we had from this system, and I'm just getting the last bit of copper from this area that I spotted down here. If we take a look, I'm not sure how much is actually left there, but it's around 300. Can't see it because of my battery, which I could solve that. Oh, guess we just did. 209. And does that keep its charge? Interesting. That's reasonably good. Being able to take out your armour and then put it in, so we could essentially have different armour for different jobs later on when we unlock the ability to do such things. And also, I'm going to go ahead and remove all these green ones and instead have the blue ones and have them on just one, if that makes sense. Just one per one of those, which will save us on the resources a little bit. Of course, this will be torn down eventually. I just want to get those smart inserters as well, so that we can use them further down the line if we need them over in this setup. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to look into how we should add oils into this system, and see if there's anything that we should possibly add before doing oils. I mean, we've got everything that we could possibly have backed up right now. We've got these backed up, everything's just backed up on the track waiting. What I could do is I could make the station for the advanced rails to put them into a chest or something. I've really not decided how to do things yet. I've not hooked this system up because there's no more research to do with the red and green ones, so I'm just waiting on that, and I think we'll get around to making some more science pack 3s eventually to finish off this, which will enable us to make a lot more crude oil apart from the heavy oil, and then you can crack the heavy oil into light oil, and then light oil cracking into petroleum gas. Apologies if you just heard my iPad, that should be muted and will be right now. But yeah, that's essentially what we are going to be doing. Water and light oil cracks it to petroleum gas, and yeah, it gets kind of sciencey, a little bit tiny complicated, I believe, but yeah, we'll look into the oils and different things that we want to do in a moment. But yeah, that's the stage that I want to get to, and I also want to look into the implementation of trains, which are going to be really helpful for that iron up in the top corner up here. So I'll have to have a look into how trains work. We may get onto that in today's episode. I'm really motivated to play more Factorio. I've got quite a decent amount of time to put into it, as yeah, I've started that new series with Cameron, and I want to finish this series as well. So I'm cracking on with this. We're now down to 1 episode a week, which doesn't really bother me having just 1 episode a week. It's quite good. I can get everything that I want done then, and if I ever want to go over, then I can always go back to doing a few more a week if I think, oh, do you know what, guys, you can have an extra one or something like that, which is absolutely fine, and I guess I'll make that judgment when it comes to it or whatever happens. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit when I've decided what we're going to do, either hooking oil up into this system or looking at the trains, because we've now got all that open space. I did want to use it as a buffer system at first, but now I've got this new system, I don't know. Well, I could also tear down this and build the huge new smelter. That's some valuable iron there as well. We've got tons of iron. It's copper that we need to invest our time into. Like, there's just that bit of copper. There's some here, some underneath these electric furnaces, so I'll have to have a look into different ways of getting copper. There may also be small patches, but anyway, I'm rambling, and I should be getting on with what we're meant to be doing next. So I'll possibly assemble something to show you guys, and I'll catch you in a minute. So I just wanted to update you guys quickly on the progress that I have made. You'll wonder what all this is. This is the transportation of petroleum gas. We're currently storing it up in these tanks, and so far I've got quite a bit of the stuff, and that's being produced from this oil place, which I'm pumping some oil from here. This is the next stage that I want to do, oil processing. I'm also getting the smelting stuff ready. This could be a big smelting setup, which I will come back to very soon, because you're going to like this. But what we're going to have is we're going to have iron on these front two, and this is going to take it off in a inserter fashion into there, smelt it up, then inserter's going to put it on this top belt. It's then going to run all the way across the top, down into our setup, and across and up, which I didn't really plan the oil effectively, considering that we're going to have that there. So I may need to rejig things around here, but that's the current stage that we have gotten up to in this episode, and I'm running out of recording time for today, so I think I'm going to do a bit off camera work. I don't have time to be able to record, but I can do some off camera work instead. So what I'll be doing is just looking for different things that we can upgrade here and there, different things that we might want to do, looking at trains or things like that. But yeah, I decided to have the smeltery down here, and yeah, we're making quite a lot of progress in this episode, and I will hopefully get the battery processing all built up for the next episode, for the next time I make a cut. So I'll catch you guys in a moment. A ton of progress has happened since the last time that I recorded, and we have finished the which one? I always struggle to find these, so where is it? Let's just boot it off the bat. Obviously not this one. Cannot find it. Of course it's going to be down here because it's been completed. and it is the advanced oil processing right here that finished up. So a lot's happened. I've just spoilt something. Yep, we've got train tracks. Okay, guys. Whoa, I know I got killed. That can actually kill you. But I will have to explain how all this works. And I've also added in sulfur and plastic down into our system. So I'll go through all that real soon. I believe I added in these yesterday. That may have been showcased. And also the last clip was recording the incorrect frame size. Apologies for that. I didn't know about that. And I've ran some water down from these top end pipes up here all the way down there. I've set up all the research in terms of the power for the research labs and everything, going all the way up, and then we just dump off into this chest some of the advanced ones until we get the system going, which can automatically produce them, which it really won't be long until we start doing that now. And yeah, that is kind of where we get up to. I am wanting to possibly try and bring this system online today, although I don't think that we will be able to bring the copper section online, but perhaps bring in the iron section and leaving copper to cope on its own for now. The only thing that I've got to add in now are these things, which are just going to run along here to output, like you've already seen me demonstrate those before, I believe. So yeah, we're essentially just removing this bottom track. I just placed it because it was easier to place them all in one big row rather than keep periodically removing stuff and replacing, if that makes any sense. Let's place that over there. And yeah, we are sort of getting well, we are getting quite a lot done in these episodes. It's only 9 minutes, and so far a good few hours worth of work has gone into them. Excuse me. And I'm just gonna hook all of those up. We may be able to bring the system online. Don't think so though. And this is where things are being damaged, which is what happened yesterday. Not yesterday, a few minutes ago, well, about an hour ago actually, and I had to revert to an autosave because our system did get damaged. So I'll explain how all this works in a minute. I want to take you over to what I've got set up. I watched a tutorial on how to get these trains working. If I remember, I may put a link in the description. I should remember to do that, but yeah, it's over here where the turret's been destroyed, I believe. And let's just have a look quickly. One of them took damage, I believe. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I believe it just got healed. So we're being attacked, and I have no idea what's causing it, but we're being attacked from somewhere. And I believe it's possibly this base towards down here. Oh, yes. Okay, so it's that base right there. And essentially what I've done here, I found a coal outpost where we could mine, and I decided to wire up some electric over here. And essentially we've got this huge buffer system that is just storing up coal for when it's needed, and then it's going to output whenever it is needed. So that's that. It's just being mined all the way from down here. We've got absolutely huge amounts being mined. I can't say because of the resolution that I'm recording in, but trust me, there's huge amounts. And what did I do last time? I took this out to show you. This is crazy, but let's do this. Oh, and that one's turned off, so that one must have mined its fair share. 8.6k, 2k, 22k, 21k. Yeah, you can see that this is quite an impressive place where I've done all of this. And then we've just got this train collecting it all, using the buffer, putting it into this cargo system, which is filling up really easily, and then it just unloads at the other side. It's essentially using the belts, but a much faster way. Instead of using belts, you can do things like this, which I really like, and that's a great addition. So this is essentially going to wait there for 20 seconds and then go there for 20 seconds and wait again. And yeah, that's essentially how the system works. We are going to have a system for that copper soon on, because we do need some more copper for our system. And then this all buffers up. Now all this is currently backed up because we're not using an awful lot of coal. We've got it splitting off here, and then also our system down here where we had coal, this little bit I believe it was, that decided to just not work. Well, no, we ran out of coal. What am I saying? We ran out of coal down there, so I've had to pull this up from this lane and go all the way up, wiring it back into there, which eventually we're going to be using solar power. We won't have to worry about any of that at all. Now to explain what I've done, whoops, wrong key. To explain what I've done over here, I've essentially just ran the water down into this line, so we've got water running across with the petroleum gas. I think we can get a lot more petroleum gas than the other oils now because of the advanced oil processing. And then what we've done is just wired it in like so into the sulfur. You can take a closer look at that yourself, pause the video and have a look, but yeah, you can essentially see what we're doing here. We're just pumping it in, outputting it onto here, and then running it across as normal. The coal we're running up from here, putting it onto this line, so we've got a big long stream of coal here, and then we are kind of just, well, we're just taking it off there and off there, so it's quite an easy system. Then we've got the plastics on that bit, and then all them. So yeah, quite easy system to get going. Probably next I'll be doing the batteries, and then we can do the, oh, I just realised that that should be like that. You can shift right click on these to transfer, shift right click then left click. That's how you do that. I didn't know, I didn't set that one, but that's now working. And yeah, we've been attacked over by there again, and we may have to sort that base out, possibly something that I'm going to do. I would hop on that train when I'm going back and forwards to do so, but it doesn't seem like they can do a whole lot of damage to them lasers over there. They're only a typical defense just for now, as I could see that stuff was getting damaged earlier on. And I'm going to go and drop these 7 science pack 3s off over there, and I nearly just got killed because you can die by jumping in front of her. And right here's a temporary setup for what we're doing with the stone, just to make some of these in case we ever need it. When that backs up, that's all we're ever going to need, and then I'll just cut the rest off. So yeah, things are going down pretty nicely. But what we can do over here, I'll show you the system that I've got working. We can just dump in these, and that's going to output straight away. And we've got the long-handed inserts to take them off and put them over into them places there, so we can do military 3, which is going to enable us to get a combat shotgun, and then we can look into, no, not that one. Then we can do military 4 to get the piercing round shotgun shells, which I believe that's what you need for them. We've already done that one. I am rubbish at looking through this research. It also enables us to get tanks with cannon shells and things, and combat robotics, which is going to be something that we're going to be looking into eventually. We don't need the 2 straight off though, I don't think. Maybe we do, I don't know, but it's something where essentially I think you can get like follower robots, or is that that? No, that's this, and I believe that they are, I'm not sure to be honest. I may have to look into those, but they're essentially little robots that follow you and do jobs for you, like that. And we should look into a bit of this. We're going to want to make the batteries next, which are going to be made in the chemical lab as normal. And I think, not the batteries, is it the batteries? Yeah, no, we need to make this stuff first, sulfuric acid, which we will get to work on. So I'll possibly do some more work off camera, because now we're just doing 1 episode a week. I've got a lot more time to put into these episodes, and now they're damaging the walls. Great. But yeah, it's quite a long way up over there. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I will just ride the train if I need to go up there. I'll possibly go up and do some maintenance, possibly clear out those bad guys in a little while, but so far it's possibly going to be fine. Right, they're damaging the belts now. Yeah, I'm going to have to head up there. Alright guys, I'll catch you in a moment when I've done. Alright guys, I've been doing an absolute ton of work since the last cut, and yeah, I want to stay in this view because I've done some good changes that I don't want to let off too soon. But I'm going to go ahead and zoom out for now. As you can see, stuff's been removed. I'm going to stay in this view. You're going to get a hint as to what we're going to be bringing online very soon, but not over here just yet, because I'm going to move down towards this bit because we've added in a railway, and there you go, you've probably seen a tiny snippet. We'll keep that secret for now, but oh, and we died. That's not helpful. Yeah, I walked in front of the train. I don't know why I did that. Let me kind of fix that. But I can't actually believe what just happened. Yeah, you've kind of got a spoiler there of what's happening. You'll see that real soon. I want to show off the copper line first, what I've done with this railway. So let's not get killed this time. Let's slowly walk across. There's a train. It's not in this. It'll be over by that station. I don't want to cross over because it'll be pulling in soon. There we go. So we've got this copper mining outpost, because as you know we kind of ran out of copper. This outpost is just going to come down, fill up all the buffers, and because of the way things are orientated, we couldn't have the carts going down here, otherwise it wouldn't drop off for some reason. So yeah, I had to implement them like this, and yeah, that's just been one thing that I've had to do. Hold on a moment. There we are. Sorry if that caused any disruption at all. I was just doing something on my second screen for a moment. We don't need that one there. I don't know why that was there, that other one. And yeah, so what we've got is just unloading that. This is just our buffer, and then yeah, just these down here. So I'll show you where this goes. Actually, that one's not needed. Didn't think to look at that. And yeah, the coal's backing up nicely as well. I'll go over because not much coal is being used. We're all starting to get this thing backed up, 2.4k in each, and if we open up that, no, we're too fast, but it's essentially got a lot of coal in it. Now, 11 turrets engaged with the enemy. Yeah, we're starting to get attacked from down below, and yeah, we are putting that copper up here, putting it on both lanes, and there we go. This is what we are bringing online in one moment, which is now fully fledged to use. Excuse me. We've got the copper going in here. It'll be pulled out by all of these to mine the copper. I've temporarily wired it all the way down, so there's no way to get these out without using the pumps, I believe. And at the moment we don't have the red type of engines, which are the electric engines. So we'll have to wait until I've been able to do that. Other than that, down here I've added in the these. I was going to do the sulfur processing, like I said, and get the batteries and whatever, but I thought these are really needed for the bottle processing first, so I've added those in, and we're going to have to reroute a lot of this stuff up the top as well. But yeah, we've run the coal in like that to make the plastics. I believe all this was shown to you. So now I've just got the plastics and things, and sulfur will be the next thing after the green ones, which we have got to do next. But I'll set that up in the meantime between this episode and the next one. What we're going to do right now is bring that system online, see if it can cope and things. I'll just show you quickly what I've got set up over by the iron, and then we'll bring this baby online. And that's, yeah, that is set for steel. You don't set those, do you? How's it got no steel stored up though? Strange behaviour. Now it has. Don't know why that didn't have. And let's go and output one too many or something. Nope, just go stop. Okay. I guess I'll leave it at that because let's reset the filter. Quite strange stuff. I'll have to box that up there, but we'll go over removing that gate as well because now we've got bottom access. Nothing's obviously going to get up here though because we've got the bottom security levels over here currently that are going to be all okay. And we've got some turrets down there. Anyway, this is unloading all from the old buffer system. It's going to unload all this onto the track. We've also got some mining drills, and then we're unloading some more onto the track. So if it's ever in demand, then we've got these to assist those mining drills. Up here we're being attacked at the top, so there's possibly some clearing out that needs to be done. But yeah, I just disabled the old mining system. We've still got this system here to use up the remainder of the copper, just being done by one furnace, but we're not really going to use that. It's just going to be like solo copper, well, not solo copper, just manual copper if we need any copper to be used for something. But anyway, the thing to bring this system online, which I had to move all these poles back so that I could keep it from not coming online until now, is to place this down right there. Let's see this. Okay. Moving quite fast already. You can see we're coming out in rows of threes, which is really great. Wow, this is quite something here. And it's going to start merging differently, I believe, because, well, that's unusual behaviour. We could do with adding in one of these now, so that we can bring this down and on. Yeah, I guess that's going to have to be done for all of them, so I'll do that quickly for all of those. I'll do it on camera. There's not much point doing it off camera. And we're going to need another one of those, which could require some copper. So of course we have got that mining copper station up there. I've just got to add in that for the bottom row. But now we're producing it on both sides, which is what I've just tried to enable, which obviously works because it's started working. And yeah, we'll just have one of these. I thought it would automatically put it on both sides because it's splitting it down, but because it is on opposites, it's not going to. And already it's starting to back up, so this is quite good. This one's already backed up, but obviously when I relayer this thing, by doing that. And I'll just wait for this to craft. Quite tedious crafting work. Hopefully we can automate everything like that in the future. I'll be doing some work on the main processing of the base in later on episodes. And if we place that in like that, and there we go. So what we've got here is just outputting there, and then they go away until it needs to be used, and if it doesn't, then it's just going to stay there. So yeah, that's how that works, and so far working quite cool. Not sure how things should possibly be outputted. Nah, this seems to be working, and I'm starting to get quite a lot of lag there. I don't know what that's related to. Anyway, all the iron's backed up, which is quite nice, so production should go through the roof as that starts to happen. And now if we say we want some, what could we grab that's going to be quite useful? We'll grab some of these and insert it at the end, even though we're not going to need them right now. We'll just grab that many, and then if you just see, we're just going to pump everything back through, which really quite fast, and I'm starting to lag quite a lot, and I don't quite know why. But yeah, everything's starting to use the resources now, then it just smelts some more as it's needed, and then again it's just starting to roll back up, so that's worked quite well. And if we just take a look down at the blue inserters, they should have backed up all the way again. Yep, there we go, backing up to the end, if you can see that. Let's zoom in a bit more. I don't know why I'm getting this lag here. Down to 20 frames, back up to 40 now. It's not too good, but yeah, there we go, we've backed back up, and then we're still producing these circuits just to back up this line again, because, well, we may have to expand circuit production later on, because this seems like a slow production kind of thing. But if we did that, we would have to speed up these coils, which we'll just have to reroute the coal if that needs to be done. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. As you can see, I've done quite a lot of off-camera work. In the next one, we'll probably do a lot more on-camera kind of stuff. I'm going to hopefully get the research labs all finished for the next one to show you. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I've really enjoyed putting this one together and bringing this whole smelting system online, which I was going to expand this thing in the future, but to be honest, I don't really think that it's going to need expanding in the future. I mean, we're kind of running a bit low on iron, because what it's doing, it's splitting it here and then it's splitting it again. So technically this is a quarter, each one of these, whereas this is half of the copper, if that makes sense. So yeah, we'll have to just observe how things go, and if needed, change things around, but I think it should be fine for now at least. And so I forgot to my hard drive filled up yet again. I've been doing quite a lot of recording recently, and that's taken a toll on it, but here we are with I just switched this around in the last bit. I forgot to do that because obviously it stopped recording, but I did it in the last section. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. It's been fun doing this episode, and in the next one we'll do the research and whatever else. But yeah, that's a good bit for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.